Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, man, we got Colin Cowherd doing his ranking, or I guess some sort of like meter thing, I suppose it is, for NBA champions on the season here. At the end of the video, guys, I'm going to give you guys my updated NBA Finals matchup, guys. I've really been thinking about it long and hard, and I think I got the official one that I'll let you guys all know about, man. But yes, before we get going on this video, man, I'm trying to get back to the days where I would gain 200, 300, 400 brand new subscribers every day. So please hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Be greatly appreciated. Let's get it, man.
So we're in the second half.
Who do you guys think is going to win the championship? Give me your finals matchup in the comment section below, and let's see if it matches with mine at the end of the video, man. Because I'm curious what you all are thinking at this point.
The NBA season. We're going to play confidence meter. Confidence
I get it.
1 to 10. 1, I have no confidence. 10, I have a ton of confidence heading into the second half of the season.
Okay.
One team, people are going to hate my ranking. It's the very first one, so Joy, let's go.
What is your confidence level that the Heat can...
Okay.
That the Heat can win the NBA title, I'm going to say that they can win it all. I would say I'm on a scale from 1 to 10, like a 7. I feel like a 7's good because there's a lot of really good teams in the Eastern Conference, but the Heat, they're in first place right now and everything. It's got to stay healthy, and got to see how Depot is, returning or coming back to the team, I should say. But yeah, man.
So I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm way lower on the Heat than everybody else is. I love their coach, and I think they're built for the regular season.
Okay.
I probably have them a spot too low. My confidence meter with them is about a 4.
A 4?
It should probably be about a 6, but here's my thing. Their bench scoring is great. But your bench shrinks in the postseason. Bench scoring's not taking you to a title. So I'm okay.
That's such a poor take because a big bulk of their bench scoring is from Tyler Hero, and Hero is that guy. So I mean, that's not just gonna turn off by itself. Yeah, that's that's like saying that the San Antonio Spurs back in the day that Manu Ginobili wasn't gonna be able to carry into the playoffs. I'm not saying Tyler Hero is Ginobili, but he's pretty damn good, right? So yeah, I don't like that take.
Okay with having average bench scoring. You don't win championships because you have the best bench. They do get Victor Oladipo back, and they're playing well. And they've played well against the better teams. And so they have 2 stars, Bam and Jimmy Butler. But they both kind of
Man, it's disrespecting the hell out of Tyler Hero.
They're not as good as Embiid, in my opinion. They're not as good as Giannis, in my opinion. They're not as good as Harden, in my opinion. Tyler Hero's playing well. He's bounced back year. But this is the classic team that I think is built. They'll win a playoff series. But I think they're going to come up against better players.
How are you saying that when they literally just made it to the finals a few seasons ago with essentially the same team? I mean, a better team now, though, obviously. But yeah, it's
Their bench scoring won't be nearly as critical
this take
as it is in the regular season, so my confidence is very low.
What is your confidence level that the Bucks can win the NBA title?
For the Bucks, I'm gonna give them a 9. I'm gonna give them a 9. Right now they're 37-25 on the season, but when you have Giannis, he did it last year. I don't see any reason why Giannis can't do it again. Very high up there for me at a 9.
Okay, the Bucks is very high. I'd have them 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Why? Now they're very Giannis dependent, and they don't have a bench. But I don't care. After you got 7 guys who can play. I don't care about 8, 9, 10. The bottom line is they miss Lopez. Okay, they don't rebound as well.
That was kind of
defend the 3 as well. But Drew Holiday,
Lopez is the big miss.
In the playoffs. Giannis, I trust him in the playoffs. Chris Middleton last year, very good in the playoffs. They don't have a bench, but I also think championship teams tend to ignite when the playoffs start. So I think they'll find. I've watched a lot of Milwaukee in the last month. My confidence meter in the East is high.
The Nets.
1. Don't.
Yeah, I feel the same, honestly. I'm going to give it a 2 just because, Kevin Durant's going to be healthy and stuff. Man, you know what? Not a 1. Got to think about the playoffs, not right now. I'm going to say, I'm going to give it a 4 because Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, assuming he can play most games, that's great right there. I'm going to give it a 4 out of respect to Kevin Durant mostly.
Don't buy him at all. Not this year. Maybe next year. Kevin Durant.
They got to make the playoffs, so that's what I'm more panicky about.
Since the playoffs last year, they have weird personalities. Don't buy them at all this year. Listen, if Simmons
I'm gonna say weird personalities
with Kyrie and Kevin Durant, they'll be interesting, and they'll have nights. But we have no idea about their chemistry. Philadelphia's chemistry is a work in progress. Their best guys haven't even played a practice yet together.
We talk about practice.
6. I don't
What do
know
you say?
if they're big enough.
Warriors are a 9. You have a healthy Steph Curry. You have a healthy Klay Thompson. I think Draymond Green be kind of on and off, right? But he'll be good by the playoff times and everything like that. I think the team's going to be at full strength. Hopefully Wiseman gets, some minutes in before the playoffs and stuff. But I got them at a 9 simply, for Klay and Steph right there, man. Like, come on now.
To win. Like, here's the thing I like about it. Second most threes in the game. Best home team in the league. Very Steph dependent, but that's okay. I like Steph. Bucks are Giannis dependent. That's okay. I like Giannis.
I don't really know what he means by that statement. Like, you can't list the best player on the best teams, and you're saying they're dependent on that player. Well, yeah. I mean, think of a great team that's not dependent on their best player. It's like they're not going to be as great if that player's not there. I don't get that take whatsoever. I don't get it.
All the LeBron championship teams were LeBron dependent. They're small. Draymond's hurt. They need him. Klay is, again, good. Is the old Klay. I think they're going to have to play Jonathan Kuminga, a 6'7", 225 rookie who's wildly athletic. They're going to have to play him in the postseason more than they're comfortable with. I still don't know if James Wiseman fits. I'd say a 6.
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies, I'm going to give a 7. I feel like that's fair for a team that's taken some great steps, but winning a championship, like that's the question being asked. I think a 7's really respectful in that case.
3. I think they're so much fun to watch, but they don't shoot the 3 at all.
See, I can't give them a 3 because, they've proven to do the unprovable all season long. So that's why it's like I'm trying to get ahead of that.
And let's be honest, refs swallow the whistle in the playoffs. So this team is second in the NBA in free throw attempts, not getting those in the playoffs. Young teams and free throw shooting teams don't get the respect in the playoffs.
That's a good point.
So they're going to have to earn it so that they'll win a playoff series, and then they're done.
Mavericks.
About a 4.
Yeah, 4 or 5 for the Mavericks. I mean, Luka Doncic playing out of his mind, but I don't know. The Mavericks got to find like that mix between playing out of your mind, Luka, but also, I don't know, like the team is, it's a solid team. I don't know if it's a championship team. That's the thing. I don't know if it's a championship team.
I feel the same. I will say this. Since Porzingis left, they're a better team. That's a classic example of Westbrook. He was bad for chemistry. They play real defense. So you think it's Luka, but Luka's in shape this year, and they play real defense. They defend the 3. They defend the interior. It's a real team. They will win a playoff series, and they are thriving. They're like the Miami Heat. I don't think they can win a championship. I probably have Dallas like Miami low, because you wouldn't be shocked if Miami was Spoelstra or Luka carried them to a second playoff win.
The Bulls.
Bulls, I'm going to give them an 8. I would normally say a 9, but the health concerns are an issue. I would say 9 completely healthy, 8 with the lingering injuries going on.
I think they're deeper than the Mavericks, so I would say 5.
As you can see in most cases in this video, there's quite a few teams I think could really win the championship this season. I don't think there's really like one that just it's going to be that team right there, which I absolutely love. Playoffs are going to be amazing.
They got 2 stars. They shoot the 3 well. They shoot the field goal percentage well. It's a good offensive team. They don't have a bench. I don't mind a team with stars.
They do. They do have a bench because they've been injured, and those bench players have filled in as starters and have made them better. Like, you're going to have, like, Kobe White on your bench. And, once Patrick Williams, you're going to have, like, Javonte Green and stuff like that. So, I mean, they're going to be out. I feel like the bench is okay. The bench is okay.
Having a bench like Philadelphia, I don't think they have enough stars to overcome no bench. I think their bench would be more important. Bulls a 5.
Suns.
10. I think it's a championship team. I think Chris.
See, I can't give a 10 to them for the same reason that I couldn't give a 9 to the Bulls. And that's, I mean, he's about to say Chris Paul. Chris Paul is one of the greatest point guards of all time, man, the point guard. But being out for, 8 weeks as an older player going into the playoffs and not really knowing if, for one, he's going to be a little rusty. You are. Being out for 2 months can make you a little rusty. But on top of that, too, it's like he's got to shake that rust off in the grueling parts of the playoffs. And, Chris Paul can make anything work. Like, chemistry won't be an issue or nothing like that. But we don't know if he's going to, try to get back a little bit too quickly than what he should to be in the playoffs and stuff, and might have, like, a recurrent injury and stuff. It's just, that's my confidence right there, is the injury history of Chris Paul.
Paul comes
to
back.
win a championship. To win a championship.
I got a bench, I get youth, I get a big, I get a score, I get leadership. I got the coach I like. There's nothing. The only question about them, they're also the best clutch team in the NBA, 24-5 in clutch time games. Only thing I wonder is they don't always shoot the three great. They can dry out a little at the three, but I think they're so deep and so gifted and so versatile, it won't matter.
Sixers.
8, I love them. No bench.
Sixers for me, I ain't gonna lie, man. Okay, this might be a good time to say my matchup. My matchup, I think, is going to be the Warriors versus the 76ers in the NBA Finals. I said the second they got James Harden on the 76ers, they became my instant favorite. My number one favorite was the Chicago Bulls, followed by the Miami Heat. No, wait. Didn't really consider the Bucks in that either. I don't know, man. Three-way tie for second between Chicago, the Bucks, and the Heat, man. But no, number one, I got the 76ers just because I still think that them, not having Ben Simmons and still playing that great with Joel Embiid, essentially the trade at that point becomes Seth Curry and Drummond for James Harden for guys that have played on this season. And yeah, that's going to make you a better basketball team. I mean, both those, especially Seth Curry's been really good for the Nets and everything, but I really believe in that squad, man. I think it's going to work.
But again, I'm okay with that if you have two dominant scorers. I think between Maxey and Harden and Tobias Harris.
Maxey has been a W.
Embiid, they are very Joel Embiid dependent. They are, but that's okay. He's the closest thing to Shaq we've seen. I'm okay with it.
Man, why you keep
they're
on saying
co-favorites to win. I think they're going to meet
dependent.
Milwaukee in a 7-game series.
The Chicago Bulls were Michael Jordan dependent. Quit saying that. It's a stupid statement. It's stupid to say that. The only team that I could think of that you could really get away with that state, well, no, I was going to say 2004 Detroit Pistons because they didn't have nobody in the top 75 players of all time or whatever, and you just be like, they still could have won without Rip Hamilton because they weren't dependent on Rip Hamilton because the team was a team and stuff. But I don't know. I don't like the statement.
And health and who hits the free throws late will decide it.
The Lakers aren't on the list.
That's because the Lakers are broken. The thermometer is broken.
Dang, man.
They're going to send it in for repairs.
Oh, boy.
But currently their chemistry's not good, and AD's
bad.
not healthy. So let's not I try to be very optimistic about the Lakers today. Very positive.
You were positive. Give some hope.
Not mentioning as being positive.
Dallas and the Heat.
All right, guys, that's the end of the video right there, man. The Lakers is it's true. It's all true, guys. But that's all we got for the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.